Today we are going to see about transition elements and inner transition elements. The subtopic of transition element is oxidation state of transition elements. Now, the oxidation state of transition element is the first transition element, scandium, exhibited +3 oxidation state only, but all other transition elements are exhibited variable oxidation state by losing electron from n-1 d orbital and ns orbital, n-1 d orbital and ns orbital. This is nucleus, the first cell, second cell, third cell, that is ns orbital. This is n-1 d orbital. So here only electrons are losing from n-1 d orbital and ns orbital. The energy difference is very small. So now we consider 3D series elements. What are the elements present in 3D series? First, scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper and zinc. These are the elements present in 3D series. So now we take scandium. It has configuration of scandium is 3D1 4s2. Here 3 electrons are there. It is losing 3 electrons from 3d orbital and 4s orbital. It gets 3 plus 3 oxidation state. Similarly, manganese has 3d5 4s2 configuration. It has 7 electrons are there. They are exhibited +2 +7 oxidation state. And the last element, copper has 3d10 4s1 configuration. Now we are clear that following explanation, the scandium has only 1 electron in 3d cell and manganese has 5 electrons in 3d cell. Copper has 10 electrons in 3d cell. This explanation, we conclude that suppose in 3D series element, as number of unpaired electrons increases means number of oxidation state also increases. Suppose number of paired electrons increases means lower number of oxidation state are possible. Now we are seeing here, scandium has only 1 electron and manganese has 5 electrons in it, and copper has 10 electrons in it. So here only 1 electron, scandium exhibit +3 oxidation state, scandium, and manganese has 5 electrons in it, so up to 7 oxidation state possible. Here we clear that in the beginning of the series +3 oxidation state are stable configuration, and towards the end of the table +2 oxidation state. So number of unpaired electrons increases, higher number of oxidation state are possible. Suppose number of paired electrons possible means lower number of oxidation state are possible. The number of oxidation state increases with the number of electrons available in D cell. For example, scandium has only 1 electron, it exhibits +3 oxidation state, and manganese has +2 +7 oxidation state. Copper exhibit +1 and +2 oxidation state. Listen students, in the explanation, the tables are first and the last element shows less number of oxidation state, and the middle of the element means manganese. Manganese exhibit +2 to +7 oxidation state because it has a number of unpaired electrons in it. But with more oxidation state are possible. Here, first element is scandium, has only one oxidation state, that is +3 oxidation state. The middle of the element is manganese, has different state of 6 different state of oxidation states are there because number of electrons are available here. The last element copper shows +1 and +2. Why? The configuration is 3d10 4s1. That is, here d orbital have 10 electron. That is a fully filled stable electronic configuration. It loses only 1 electron here. So it gets 1 and 2 oxidation states are possible here. Next, the relative stability of the different oxidation state in the 3D metals is correlated with the extra stability of half filled and fully filled electronic configuration. For example, manganese has 25 atomic number. It exhibited 2 types of ions are there, Mn2 plus and Mn3 plus. Mn2 plus has 3d5 configuration, that is half filled stable. Mn3 plus has 3d4 electrons are there, so it's incompletely filled unstable. So here the manganese 3d5 configuration is more stable, and Mn3 plus has a 3d4 incompletely filled is a less stable. That is, manganese has 5 electrons in the 3d cell, so that is more stable here. The oxidation state of 4d and 5d metals vary from +3 oxidation state for yttrium and lanthanum, +8 oxidation state for ruthenium and osmium. Highest oxidation state of the 4d and 5d elements are found in their compounds with higher electronegative elements like oxygen and fluorine like that. For example, the ruthenium tetraoxide, that is X, oxidation state of ruthenium X. 4 oxygen atoms are there. Value of oxygen -2 equal to 0. What we get now? X -8 equal to 0. 0. X equal to +8 oxidation state for ruthenium tetraoxide. The osmium tetraoxide also +8 oxidation state, and tungsten hexachloride exhibited +6 oxidation state because chlorine has -1 negative value, so we are getting X equal to +6 oxidation state. So in compound form, so next one, generally going down the group, the stability of the higher oxidation state increases while the lower oxidation state decreases. It is evident from the Frost diagram. The Frost diagram is used for the relative stability of the different oxidation state of same element. For example, here stable electronic configuration for iron is Fe3 plus and Fe2 plus oxidation state are similar, but copper is one of the unique element in 3D series having a stable +1 oxidation state. For what? 3D10 4s1 configuration. The copper easily remove of 1 electron from the 4s orbital, it gets 1 plus 1 oxidation state. But it is a prone to the disproportionate to the plus 2 and plus 2 and 0 oxidation state. That is converted to one to another. So it is useful for the detection of various oxidation state by closed diagram. For example, so titanium has plus 3 oxidation state, is more stable, very clear from the closed diagram, and vanadium also plus 3 oxidation state, and chromium also plus 3 oxidation state. Here it has a plus 3 oxidation state is more stable. Okay, next manganese plus 2 oxidation state more stable because all field more stable, and iron also plus 2 oxidation state, and cobalt plus 2 oxidation state, and nickel plus 2 oxidation state. Copper only 3d10 is fully field stable, so they are exhibited plus 1 oxidation state, always more stable. Next, electrode potential, standard electrode potential of transition elements. The redox reaction, what is mean by redox reaction? Redox reaction is nothing but both oxidation reaction and reduction reaction takes place simultaneously. So redox reaction involves the transfer of electron from one reactant to another reactant. Such reaction is always coupled, which means M, that is a metal. Metal undergoes loss of electron, means to form ion, that is oxidation reaction. Next one, suppose metal ion gain of electron, it undergoes reduction reaction, the formation of metal ion. So both are takes place simultaneously, which means that. So the substance which substance undergoes oxidation means is a very good reducing agent. Suppose the metal ion undergoes reduction reaction, it is oxidizing agent. So oxidizing agent and reducing agent power of the element is measured in the terms is called standard electrode potential. Standard electrode potential. Standard electrode potential value of the standard EMF of the cell, which molecular hydrogen under standard pressure, which means 1 atmospheric pressure and temperature 273 Kelvin, oxidized to the solvated proton at the electrodes. Here, molecular hydrogen undergoes oxidation reaction. It will also 2 electron. So measure this standard hydrogen electrode from all the electrolytes. If the standard electrode potential E0 of the metal is a large and negative, the metal is powerful reducing agent. For example, because it's easily electrons are removed from the outermost orbital. Here, titanium has minus 1.63, the E value, standard electrode potential value, and vanadium minus 1.19, chromium 0.91. So from this data, we have concluded that the chromium is a very good reducing agent for other, which means titanium and vanadium. You see that the table, copper only exhibited plus 3 oxidation state for stable electronic configuration. From the graph, the chromium is a very good reducing agent. From the data, we are clear that if the metal has a negative value, E value means it is act as a very good reducing agent. Suppose the positive value means it act as a oxidizing agent. Okay, student. The next one, in the 3D series, as we move from the titanium to zinc, the standard electrode potential E0 value M2 plus means that is a metal ion, and the metal value is approaching the towards a less negative value. Less negative value means that is oxidizing power is increases, and the copper as positive value, that is a oxidizing agent potential. The elemental copper is more stable than copper 2 ion. Elemental copper means copper 2 plus ion, its gain of 2 electrons, we get copper metal, that is more stable. The transition metal in their higher oxidation state tends to be the oxidation. For example, iron 3 plus ion is a moderately strong oxidant, and it oxidates the copper to the copper ions. This feasibility of the reaction is predicted from the standard electrode potential of the delta G naught value is equal to minus NF E naught value. Whenever E naught value is positive, it is negative value. So whenever delta G naught value is negative, that process is feasible or possible. So standard electrode potential for the M3 plus and the M2 plus option gives the relative stability of between the M3 plus and the M2 plus reduction potential values are given. Yes, the titanium has minus 3.737 and the vanadium has 0.26. Here the manganese is the highest positive value, for this has a very good oxidizing agent for other elements, ions. For example, iron 3 plus and copper 3 plus. Okay, the next, the negative values of titanium and vanadium and chromium. Compared to titanium and chromium, vanadium and chromium has highest negative value. So chromium is a very good reducing agent for other two elements. Next, the higher reduction potential of M3 plus ion and M2 plus ion indicates the manganese 2 plus is more stable. Already I explained. Mn2 plus is more stable due to the off-field stable electronic configuration. Mn3 plus is less stable due to 3d4 configuration. So the potential of Fe3 plus always used for the very good reducing agent for Mn2 plus and Mn3 plus ions. Both are similar values. Okay, students, I hope you can understand my class. So you do worksheet number 2. Why ion is more stable in +3 oxidation state than +2 oxidation state in the reverse reaction. Reverse is true for the manganese. Second question is, what is the standard potential? Third one, explain the variation of E naught value of M3 plus and the M2 plus in 3D series, which means scandium 2 zinc. Okay, students, thank you one and all. We will meet next class with another topic. Thanks so much.